Hi and welcome to the Briafetta Nursery in Sebazan, the foothills of the Pyrenees, Mediterranean France. We grow about 50 species of liverwort, moss and lichen. Today I want to talk to you about this amazing moss. It's called Hart's Tongue Thyme-moss, and it is an amazingly beautiful, bushy, fern-looking tree moss. We call them tree mosses because they have long stems, and if you separate them, then they can sort of stand up by themselves, and once hydrated, I'm just going to put this in the water for 2 seconds. Once rehydrated, just give that 2 seconds. This is how quickly they get rehydrated. And then when rehydrated, look very much like a little sort of tropical tree, and can be planted as a single tree. Stands high up on a stem, and looks absolutely amazing. You can use this moss in model making because you can actually stabilize this moss very easily with glycerin, and it looks absolutely amazing as well when it's stabilized. This moss is a partial shade moss. It grows in acid neutral soil with river sand, clay, limestone, and compost. We have a substrate that we make for this moss and mosses like it. But as you can see, this fern-like, bushy, branchy moss, when it's separated, looks amazing, and when it's growing together, it grows together in a thick carpet. Like most mosses that grow tall and high on a nice big stem, they have a very complex root system. Now, you must not cut the roots on this moss when you are propagating it. This is a moss that the young new growth or juvenile moss will grow from the roots. Now let me actually, I've got a couple of pieces that I pulled apart like here. Okay, let's rehydrate this one real quick. And you'll see there's actually a new growth coming up from the stem in this one. So you give it 2 seconds, and the leaves plump up. And there she is, absolutely gorgeous. I love this moss. So Hart's Tongue Thyme-moss looks absolutely amazing, and has this kind of red felty covered root system that the young growth, as you can see here, the new growth grows out from the roots. So it's very important that you don't chop off the roots. And when you're propagating, just even if this one is turning a little bit brown, don't chop it off. You know, this the old moss will die back. You can chop it off once all the green is gone and it's really dying back, because all the nutrition goes back into the roots and comes up as new growth. So if you order this moss in, we sell it in different dimensions. We also sell spore discs from the spores. If you were to buy this moss from our little Etsy shop, and let's say some of it's a little bit brown, like this bit at the bottom here, this bit's brown, you wouldn't necessarily want it anymore. Once it goes completely brown, you can cut it off with a pair of scissors. But anything that's going brown and is not yet brown, keep it there, because all the goodness will go into the roots and new growth will come up. I hope you can see that. It's very sunny today, so there you go. But look at this amazing moss, amazing tree-like moss. Can be used in vivariums with animals like insects, frogs, lizards, snakes. Once it's a thick carpet, and we send as a thick carpet, you can the animals can root around in there. It's really not going to break off because the roots grow into like a thick mess, like a thick knot, and new growth grows from that. So it's a very stable moss, and little insects and creatures can live inside it and be very, very happy, feel some shelter, be surrounded by this beautiful plant. So it's good for vivariums, amazing in terrariums, amazing for model making. It stabilizes very nicely with glycerin, and so it's partial shade, which makes it an interesting moss for living walls, water features like little waterfalls, little fountains. It enjoys quite a bit of humidity, but as you can see, like plumps back up with not too much humidity. So it's interesting for moss gardens, like reasonably humid moss gardens as well. So there you go. Here, this is Heart's Tongue Thyme-moss, an amazingly beautiful moss. And I think that's about everything I can tell you about this moss. Thank you for watching. Take care, and you can visit our little Etsy shop. I'll put the link down in the notes. Subscribe if you want to. I've got lots of videos coming. I've got already lots of videos up, and there you go. Take care, and see you again soon. Bye.